ladies and gentlemen, for the 833rd time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called Jew, aka his Jewness.
What up, bitches?
As well as the Black Hand of Mike, aka J. Rod Statham.
Yeah.
Me, myself, aka Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? Before we get started, gotta give a special shout out, y'all motherfuckers, to this man right here, Mr. J-U-U-N-I-T. Happy motherfucking birthday, Braham.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, happy birthday, unit.
What is he now? What, 42? Yeah, I think so, right?
41.
41?
83.
Okay.
Born in 83.
Oh, happy birthday to you, man.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Now, what you
I
trying
tried to do a little fishing this morning, ain't work out. Wind kind of won.
Oh, yeah, the fucking windy as shit out this motherfucker, man. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There ain't no way out that bitch to 40-mile-an-hour winds out there, man, day. But, I guess we can go ahead and get into it, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, we went to, We Them Ones.
We them hot garbage.
Fucking, comedy joint. This is our review of this shit right here. For me personally, this come from me now, ladies and gentlemen. This has nothing to do with Mason or the unit. This is J. Rod Statham's fucking opinion here. One, the tickets were too much for what we saw. Two, the seats were uncomfortable as shit. You need to upgrade your stadium, fucking Eagle Bank.
That's George Mason's fault.
Yeah, that's Eagle Bank shit right there. So that had nothing to do with the show, but I'm just saying, make something compatible for some big motherfuckers, man, because big motherfuckers like going to laugh too.
Well, you
Little
need
motherfuckers. I couldn't even.
nah.
I had to get up.
Nah, they need one less seat at least per row.
Yeah, and everything would be all right
just
after
give me
that.
a little more bump space. That shit's horrific. Like, if you ain't like 20-year-old skinny ass little kids.
Yeah, they ain't working for
Yeah,
you.
you uncomfortable. I said I had to get up. When I left, I had to go up and stand up. My sciatic was fucking done, man. My leg was like, both legs was numb. Left leg was on fire all the way down to my toes.
I was sore as shit the fucking next morning, man.
So I got up. We was watching it right there by the little, in between them through the by the curtain and shit. But I was like, fuck it. I'll go back up there when Mike Epps comes on. I said, but
see, Mike Epps didn't come out. That was the thing. I seen him on everybody else's shit, but I ain't seen him on our shit. And then speaking of the motherfucking lineup, T.I. shouldn't even been in this motherfucker. That motherfucker, man. Look,
T.I., you suck.
All y'all motherfuckers on this goddamn tour need to let that motherfucker know that he just trash. Like, look, man, go out there and do a couple hole-in-the-wall clubs to see if you funny first before you get onto like a tour. Because, man, you
Is he really touring with them, or he just?
Yeah, no, he's touring with them on this shit. He's part of this fucking show.
It's all name recognition bullshit.
With him, yeah.
Like the whole thing, like part of it that pissed me off was, I don't remember what the joke was, but they all had the same joke. At least at one point or another, everybody was making the same joke, just slightly varied. I'm like, do y'all even watch each other's sets? Like, y'all are all making the same jokes.
Because they did say the same shit.
They'd be saying the same jokes. They're talking about the same stupid shit. Like, is that all? Like, I mean, it was an incredibly immature concept. Conceptually, everything they were talking about was fucking retarded, stupid, like immature as fuck. I didn't see anybody on some intellectual shit except maybe Lil Duval. Lil Duval shot out like the clear standout. The clear standout.
Yeah, Lil Duval came out that motherfucker and
like,
ripped it.
With no Mike Epps, he's the only reason I was there.
Yeah.
Like, and y'all, my friends, I wanted to see my friends. Go see my folks.
Now, when T.I. came out there, here's the thing. T.I. came out there, it's a completely packed fucking stadium by the time he got out there. And that bitch was quiet. You out there, and then on top of that, y'all gave that motherfucker too much time. There's no way he should have been out there that fucking long, rambling that fucking long, can't hear his non-rambling ass, you know.
Yeah, everybody else had about 15 minutes. He had about 34, it seemed like.
No, I think that he probably had 25. But
It felt like it took forever. It took forever for that motherfucker to get off. Like, motherfuckers came in there high, was getting high while they was in there, and fucking, you blew everybody's shit to y'all. Like, yo, man, stick to fucking trap rapping. I don't give a fuck. When you started off, was like, man, I'm too old to be out here singing your shit, and you started it, and then the crowd finished that fucking verse. That's what the fuck you should have did. Just go out there.
That's what we all wanted to hear.
You know, you out there talking about some shit that nobody even paid. Motherfuckers forgot what you was talking about. Didn't even pay attention to it.
Before we went, I knew.
I knew that too.
That T.I. was going to be bad. I heard he was bad.
He was going to be that fucking bad and for that fucking long.
I had a distinct feeling he was going to be very bad, but I didn't know they were going to let him go as long as they did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, shit, they should have wrapped him up something, played the fucking Oscar music. Like, yo, you got to get off now.
They need to come out with that hook and grab him by the neck and drag him off stage.
Get him both out of there.
Like, well, you and me and the dude behind us was booing at the same time.
And the fucking dude in the corner, the dudes downstairs, that motherfuckers was booing.
A bunch of people booing.
It wasn't enough motherfucker booing. Like, God, dog, that shit sucked. Now, Mojo, I was cool with Mojo being up there. That was the dude that was talking about eating pussy sniper style. That shit had me fucking rolling. Because I knew exactly where he was going with that one. Fucking Chico being the host. Chico did a good job being the host because he knew when the crowd fell flat, he brought him back to life. You know what I mean? When fucking shit started. Carlos Miller slacked a little bit. DC came out funny, but then he had to put his message in there, which took too long, and that took the crowd down.
I don't know, like DC Young Fly came out, and the girl next to me got up to get another drink, and I was like, you know what? Because he had been out there for like 30 seconds.
That's when you disappeared.
Yeah, he'd been out there for like 30 seconds, and I was like, this motherfucker's annoying as shit, just like I knew he would be. So I'm going to go get some food. So I went out there downstairs and found a spot that had food.
Yeah.
So I ordered myself a sandwich. I got a, chicken sandwich and some fries and a soda for like way too much money, but
$85.
24.
God damn.
Bidenomics. So I'm out there eating my Biden burger, and so what happened is I can hear some of what DC Young Fly is up to.
Yeah.
I can't understand it. It was not intelligible, but it sounded like there was a schizophrenic person on stage that was jumping in between personalities and talking like...
He was telling the story, like, about this crackhead that was, like, giving him a message that he didn't understand until he got older.
Well,
I also understand that DC going through some shit right now, because... when this tour started, I think somebody took his bag that had like his deceased wife's, like some of her personal shit that he carries with him all the time.
Now look, that's sad,
but
I don't give a fuck. You're a comedian. This is a comedian show. If you can't do it, do like Mike Epps and don't come. Like,
yeah, I don't know what happened to Mike Epps because D-Ray, I felt bad for D-Ray because everybody was leaving. Like, motherfuckers was like, all right, after DC left.
After DC was done, half the people left.
Yeah, was heading out.
Well, they must have had the memo Mike Epps wasn't performing.
Yeah, everybody knew except for us.
Yeah.
But D-Ray come out and fucking, D-Ray probably could have done a better set if he had more time. If y'all didn't let T.I. tank the whole fucking thing. Like...
Yeah, he was the main headliner, or he was technically the main headliner.
Carlos.
D-Ray.
Oh yeah, D-Ray was the closer.
Technically the main headliner since fucking Mike Epps' bitch ass ain't come in.
Well, here's the thing. They should have made Duval.
He had less time.
Lil Duval absolutely should have been the main.
If Duval closed it, Duval would have killed it. Because man,
they should have done
after him. It wasn't no sense bringing nobody else after Duval. Duval shut that shit the fuck down.
He was the only one that I enjoyed from start to finish. Yeah. Everybody else, I got a chuckle at once or twice, but that was it. Like Lisa said on the way up there, you're very difficult to impress. Yes, I am. And I was not impressed. Lil Duval absolutely was a professional.
I wasn't impressed at all for the amount of money that we spent for
if that was a free comedy show, the only motherfucker I was impressed by was still Lil Duval. I
I'd have gave him 50.
I would not have given him. If you could show me the show beforehand, I'd have been like, look, Jew, I need $5.
If you showed me the show before, we'd been going to the bar.
I'm giving $5.
Because I had my best time people watching.
BMN Entertainment, whoever you are.
And Lisa.
When I went outside and Biggie was laying on the fucking tree because he was gone. Like,
Was he wasted?
No, he. Okay, so here's the thing. Biggie has the worst luck under the sun because I was sitting there and I see this big ass motherfucker bigger than me coming up with a whole tray of fucking food like stacked. I'm like, you big motherfucker.
Was this Biggie?
No. This
some other big motherfucker.
This is a dude that ended up sitting right behind him. I'm like, yo, I
see where this is going.
So I'm sitting there and I see this big motherfucker coming up the stairs with this tray of fucking food. Like, yo, you go to a comedy show and you done spent basically what you paid on the fucking ticket in fucking food right now. Like, bro, who the fuck come here and eat like you eating, you big son of a bitch? I can say that because a big motherfucker can talk about a big motherfucker. This was a big motherfucker, right? He come up the stairs and I'm like, yo, I know this motherfucker's not about to go to, excuse me. Because he was going to the people behind him like, oh shit, he is. So I leaned forward and I pushed Sarah forward because I'm like, this big son of a bitch gonna drop something. At some point, something's gonna drop. You know what I mean? I look over and I see them sit down right behind Biggie. I'm like, oh no, he's right on top of Biggie's head. Like Biggie's head is right here, this man's shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my nigga, like, man, I felt so bad for him right there.
Biggie's head is so high up in the air that when the thing falls, it's going to hit him directly.
Biggie said dude was resting the box on Biggie's head.
Yeah. But see, I'm like,
shut up, dude.
He said he leaned forward and that shit would fall off, go down his fucking back and shit.
Yeah.
He should have stood up.
That's what Biggie
What the fuck is wrong with him? I'd have stood up.
Biggie's too big to get emotional like that because you're scared of his size.
I was like, man, Biggie got some of the worst luck at it. Because I see the big dude, I was like, man, I know where he's got to go sit at. He that big motherfucker that's like, oh, excuse me, trying to eat and shit, you fat motherfucker. Eat before you come to the show so you had to do that to people. Be respectful of people's shit, personal space. Like, goddamn, who does that?
You know what I did? Because I was like, maybe I'll have a drink. We'll see. Big went to get beers and there was no IPA, so I didn't have a drink. And I was sitting there and I was like, you know what, I really am hungry. I want something to eat. I know it's going to be expensive, but I'm going to go get some food. So I went down, I got my food, and I stood there at a table. There was like a table with KYS shit all over it, and baseballs. And I just stood there with my sandwich in my hand, and I just ate my fucking food. There was nobody around. It was actually really rather pleasant, and it was very interesting because I got to do a bit of a, off the main path review of DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
Because that's what was up at the time, and I didn't hear anybody laughing. I heard a couple.
He started off with jokes, and then it went to just him delivering a message after that. And I'm like, fuck, well. But then you bring the crowd down again. It's like, yo, I'm
saying, these motherfuckers. Look, I am not a professional comedian, but look, if I took if I had taken a couple weeks to plan, I could have gone up there and done better than most of those comedians.
Like when Kid called me today,
they were terrible.
Kid called me and she goes, hey, she said, what'd you think about Friday? I said Friday was okay. We was all chilling. I was cool with all of us kicking it.
It was nice to see y'all. But
I said the second part, the thing that pissed me off was T.I. pissed me off. I like Mojo because I follow Mojo. I happened to run across him on Instagram. And when he came back, he actually had me laughing. Like, okay, this motherfucker, he new to the game. He was actually entertaining. Carlos fell a little flat for me. Like, I was expecting a little bit more out of Carlos Miller.
Let me be clear. Everybody but Lil Duval fell flat for me. Lil Duval I was impressed by, and there's a reason he's been on Rogan's show and none of those other guys have. Because Lil Duval's a real comedian and none of those other guys are. And they're all fucking fake ass comedians.
Chico being the host, Chico did good hosting. I gotta give him credit. Chico did good hosting the show.
If it was something different, that John
He was present,
I'd have
and
probably been outside with me.
he was
It would have been
present.
something different.
Yeah.
Chico Bean was present and conscientious of how the show was going.
Yeah.
And was making a concerted effort to try to keep the ball moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
For that, I'll give him respect and like the concept of
Yeah,
being somewhat
me steady
professional.
laughing. Him and Duval pretty much always had me steady laughing.
When he came out
and said-
after T.I. and immediately had a larger, louder pop of laughter within 12 seconds of coming back on after T.I., he made more noise in that one reaction
Than
than
30
T.I.
minutes.
got if you combined all of T.I.'s noise together.
Yep.
It still wouldn't have been that
Yeah, 'cause
loud.
there's only like two bitches laughing at T.I.
T.I. was terrible.
fucking jokes.
Terrible. And like I gave him a bit too. I gave him a while before I started booing.
Yeah,
Like because after a while I couldn't keep up with what he was talking about. I couldn't understand. He was a mumbly ass motherfucker.
Yeah, he was
like
mumbling like crazy.
you professionally perform rap music and like can't listen to yourself loud and well enough to like know that you can't be heard and you're not intelligible and you're mumbling. Like, do you not watch your sets back, T.I.? What
But
the
then he
fuck are you
started
doing?
talking even faster. I'm like, hurry up and just get through the set. Like, end the set. Stop it. Have a malfunction. Like,
That's
let
when
the
we
mic
started
cut
booing.
off.
Like I let other people start booing before I
Man,
started.
yeah,
It was
you
almost
did.
like he's telling a joke and he's like, all right, finally it's fucking over. All right, let me tell y'all something.
Yeah, that's
God
it.
damn it,
Yeah,
man.
like, God damn
Shut
it, you
the
saying
fuck
some
up.
bullshit.
He was telling stories he thought were funny.
Yeah.
Because he would laugh. He'd be like, blah, 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 blah,
You feel
blah.
me? You feel me? You feel me?
Right, you feel me? You
You
feel
the
me?
only motherfucker laughing. And besides the two bitches that were down in the corner.
Yeah.
He's telling stories like the dude that rolls up on you on the street corner when you're out there having like, just, you know, you're walking from one bar to the next with your peoples and you're standing there waiting for the like little hand to change from the hand stop to walk into the little walking sign that
Like
walks.
Shake did us when we was uptown that day.
That motherfucker, hey man, feel me? That was
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Said, you know what I'm saying?
All right, and then you walk across the street.
Nah, man, I don't know. Have a nice day.
So I was a little upset with it all. Mainly on Mike Epps too not showing up. Because that's the one reason why
Maybe that's the
mainly-
reason I
mainly-
went.
That's
Oh,
the only
yeah.
reason why I wanted to go or even had the idea. And the rest of these motherfuckers were showing up. I'm like, all right, I guess you guys have somebody.
Little Duval was the only one, other than Mike Epps, that I was even interested
From
in.
start to
And
finish,
quite
held
frankly,
it down. He could have done it himself.
oh dude,
He could have done the whole
an hour.
damn thing himself and been fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
straight.
he's been all right, yeah.
And I would actually paid that amount that we paid for him. I would have paid that amount for him if he had. If
I'd have
a
paid
whole-
half of what we paid
a
to see him
whole
do an
set,
hour.
Like if he took the whole set, if he took that whole time,
Look, if he
even though I know you probably could, but if he took the whole time, I paid for that
well,
whole time
since
that
he's
way.
the only one that wasn't like telling the same jokes as the rest of them, he could have brought one of them and let them have 15 minutes, and then he could have done an hour, and that
Yeah.
would have been it. And I'd have
that
been
joke
willing
was
to.
almost 3 hours
I'd have been
long.
willing to pay half the money
Yeah.
that I paid to go to
By the
that.
time D-Ray came out, there ain't nobody want to send in that motherfucker no more, man.
Hell, D-Ray didn't want to be there.
And he came. I was like, fuck, man. Now I gotta do this shit. Like I'm tired too. I'm sitting there waiting on T.I. to shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Did he say that?
No, I'm just saying that's what he was going through. I could see it in his eyes from way up there. That's what he was thinking. Like, goddamn, motherfucker should have shut the fuck up. Which I think T.I. might have had some money into this. Like, I think he put some money on it. Let me get on with y'all.
T.I. is funding this tour.
That's
Has
what
to
I'm
be.
thinking.
Has to be.
Those motherfuckers got just a little bit of wilding out money, not
None
crazy,
of them are caliber comedians enough to be performing in arenas. That's all I know. I watch a lot of comedy these days, and you know,
Well,
They're all garbage.
They got to have a lot of
Except for Lil
followers.
Duval.
Them 85 South.
85 South definitely from
They got a lot of
fucking-
followers,
yeah,
man. I'm not
yeah.
saying they funny as fuck, but they got a lot
But
of
see,
fucking
here's the
followers,
thing,
man.
here's
yeah,
the
but
thing.
there's a big difference, and that's what you witness in followers. Motherfuckers with followers
I
are
wanna
not
go to
necessarily
comedy
fun.
joke for comedies. I don't want to go there because these guys got 87 followers. You know, I don't give
Right.
a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about fucking laughing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the fact that they have followers proves that shit ain't shit.
So,
But like D-Ray, I never was a fan of D-Ray stand-up anyway to begin with. He to me, he's never been funny with his stand-up comedy because I remember him from back in the day on shit like Comic View and like little skits here and there on HBO.
yeah,
you
that's
know?
dog told you with cornrows, right?
Yeah.
light skinned brother.
Yeah, Duval. I've seen Duval and all kinds
He's
of
been
shit.
around for a minute.
Yeah, D-Ray and
D-Ray
Duval.
been around for a minute.
They've been around the same era. Carlos, out of the 85 South Boys, Carlos been doing it longer than the rest of them, but you didn't know who
Is that
Carlos
the little black
was
dude? That's not the black
with
dude,
the
right?
beard.
When it's Chico, it's
Chico
a
being
3-pack. Is that
DC
one of the 3-pack? DC Young Fly, Chico,
and Carlos Miller.
That dude. All right.
Now nobody knew who they were until fucking Wildin' Out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, you know, they got the Wildin' Out cred, and then they have their own show now, and then they do their own improv.
Just let it be known. I've now seen all these motherfuckers, and I still don't know who they are. Lil Duval is the only person I remember from that night.
Yeah.
Everybody else is a blur, the same shit, and T.I. up there fucking literally shitting on stage and dragging his ass around in it. Like, that's what T.I. looked like. He looked like a dog that was dragging his ass on stage for 20 minutes, but he wasn't just like scratching his ass. He literally was like slowly shitting out shit onto the stage.
He started making
like
me angry.
Yes, he was getting. Everybody was
making me
pissed
angry.
off.
That's how much he sucked.
People were really getting pissed off.
Dude, I was screaming stuff. I was screaming stuff.
I was the dude behind you. The DC brother behind you.
I was screaming, go home.
Grandma off Slim.
I said, go home.
This motherfucker, man.
I screamed, go home a couple times. I said,
get off the stage, boo,
I think I might even have said, shut the fuck up at one point.
All of us did, man.
Like,
there was a lot of us in there getting pissed.
I was losing control of like my ability to be like calm and polite in public.
It was too much, man.
It was
like
bad.
I said, it was too much.
Like,
he had about 8 jokes too many.
Well, it's funny.
I don't even know if they were. If you call them jokes, how would you call them jokes?
He had 8 stories,
8 conversations,
8 lines, 8 lines too many.
8 conversations that wouldn't have been funny even with a funny motherfucker on stage talking to him about the shit he was talking about.
Conversations was 3 of them about his fucking kid or whatever.
I'm trying to tell you, we couldn't have T.I. on this program right now talking about whatever he was talking about and make it funny. He would ruin this show. If he came on here, he was so not funny. He ruined anything. He would he's terrible.
I need to have, look,
he's astonishingly terrible. Look at here's he was so bad. You know how bad T.I. was? I don't want to see him do Rubber Band Man now. I don't want to go see. I don't want to listen to him. I don't want to hear any of that trap music anymore. Like, and I liked that shit.
I can't give no money. I can't get no more money myself. Anything T.I.'s ever in, he owes me some money.
T.I. owes everybody money.
Somebody owes me some money. That's how I feel from that concert.
Oh yeah,
because I ain't getting my goddamn money worth.
Not at all.
Maybe
Not at all.
Mike Epps
I think Mike Epps might owe us some. Look, if Mike Epps came out for 45 minutes and ripped it up, it would have been a great experience. It would have been like, thank God they brought a professional. They brought 2 professionals, Lil Duval, and they brought Mike Epps. The only 2 motherfuckers I had any expectations out of, and Mike Epps didn't even show up. So fuck you, Mike Epps, and BMN Entertainment.
Yeah, because the next place they went to, I think, was Detroit. And I seen Mike Epps in the back. They had a picture of the, we in Detroit now. Mike Epps is there. I'm like, where the fuck was you at? When
like 2 days earlier?
Like, yo.
No, it's a scam. Like, we should start a class action lawsuit against BMN Entertainment and sue them as a collective.
If you lost time during this show.
That's like I said to the dude behind us. Like, when T.I. finished up, I was like, we ain't never getting that time back, dog. We lost that time in our lives right now to T.I. Like, T.I. stole 20 minutes of my life, like making it terrible and making my shoulder hurt because I had to sit next to Mike's big ass, and I wasn't about to snuggle up on him like would have been funny, but like I wasn't gonna do it. Sarah was like, he comfy, he comfortable, snuggle up. I'm like, I can't snuggle up on this motherfucker.
And then fucking, but here's the other thing, like that's the bad thing about this show. Was that you remember the best part of it was Lil Duval and the absolute worst was T.I.
I remember the agony of T.I.
It was
and
like
the delight of Lil Duval and the complete nonplussed, lackluster, bullshit, garbage, hot garbage, cold McDonald's performance out of everybody. You know what the best thing was? My chicken sandwich. My chicken sandwich was delicious, dog. The fries, the curly fries, they were banging. And the little lady down there that was running a little shop, man, they might have took longer than she wanted them to, but she was doing good. She was like, y'all killing me. This little old lady, she was like, you enjoying the show? I was like, I am having a nice time, thank you. Like, she was real nice and polite. The little girl that was running the thing, man, the little old lady that was running the thing with all the little girls that worked there. Like, everybody, that was the best experience of the night. Literally was the customer service at the overpriced chicken sandwich place. Like, I mean, the chicken sandwich was good. The bacon was crispy the way I like it. I didn't even have to ask. The fries were done right. I'm saying, the best thing I can review, other than Lil Duval, is literally the chicken motherfucking sandwich I had tag at the fucking Eagle Bank Arena. Fuck B&M Entertainment, motherfucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, who got talked about getting my
Scam
money back?
artists, motherfuckers. I'm gonna bash the shit out of y'all. Got my money, so guess what? You get to hear how bad you were. I'm gonna have to tag this motherfucker and fucking.
I plan on doing all
I'm gonna
that
tag
shit.
all these motherfuckers.
Like as soon as it drops on
DC
Instagram, I'm fucking hitting everybody on it.
DC dog shit, whoever the fuck else, all these crap ass artists. And I'm gonna say, let me slow it down. Don't forget, Lil Duval, you were good. Second best thing, very close second, was
The
the
sandwich.
chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Lil Duval was
Lil
great.
Duval actually had me crying because he brought my fucking shit back. Really, hold on. Chico Bean set it up when he came out after he knew T.I. bombed. He came out, took his hat off, and he said this right here, because I remember this part. He goes, man, fuck you to the bitch that told me my head looked like a kneecap with stretch marks. Yo,
That joke.
that shit.
He took his hat off, man. Yeah, he be losing. He had me losing when he took his hat off, man.
I was like, there you go. Got everybody laughing like, all right, you woke everybody up and then Duval came out. And if Duval could have just shut it down and give him some more time, Duval would have killed it even more. Because, I mean, he was with it.
Well, he's got material.
Duval knew how to hype
Lil
everybody
Duval's
up.
a real comedian.
Yeah.
Calling them motherfuckers tomorrow.
And he works with the.
Who you calling tomorrow?
Ticketmaster, man, because that's where I got my tickets from.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell
Well,
my-
since
I'm
you
gonna tell
paid
my
for
nigga-
tickets for Mike Epps.
fucking dollars is what I paid these motherfuckers.
Since you paid for
to take
Mike
me, you know what
Epps,
I mean?
you paid for Mike Epps.
According
And
to
that's
them, I
what you
paid
need to tell him.
$1,000, you know what I mean, for
Yeah,
tickets,
yeah.
$1,200, whatever the fuck it was. You know what I
That's
mean? So I'm like, I paid $1,200, motherfucker, for Mike Epps, bitch, and that motherfucker wasn't there. So what happens now? This is a recorded line, right? So what happens now, bitch?
No, yeah, because I would like a little money back if
Because I need
possible.
some money back or I need something, motherfucker. I don't need tickets to the Cavs game. Goddamn money back,
We'll get
bitch.
tickets to the next comedy show that's going to be out there.
Yeah, BM and
Next concert
Entertainment.
that he ain't gonna go to.
BMN Entertainment's gonna be out of business. It's a fucking scam. They're a scam company. I
I
gotta
don't even
fucking
know,
tell you.
because remember when I
They're
showed
fucking
up, I was like,
scam.
man, who the
I was
fuck
trying to
are
find
they?
any
Yeah.
information about them. They got the shitty little website. Their fucking
'cause probably
Twitter
some shit
handle is
T.I. made in
fucking
his fucking
bullshit.
basement.
That's what I thought. That's why I told Mason. I was like, yo, I think this might be T.I.'s people right
T.I.
here.
production and shit. That's why they let him talk fucking forever. Guess what?
Bad
T.I.
music
production,
now.
Y'all suck.
Bad music now. Entertainment. Yeah, it's hot garbage, man.
But
Straight up.
Biggie said, man, when I went outside, he was leaned up on a tree. I was like, you good? He's like, yeah, man. He goes, man, Mike. He goes, I ain't gonna lie to you. He goes, I've been more entertained out here than I was in there. He said, there's been a few fights. There's been a few arguments. I've seen
man.
some titties. I'm like, well, all right.
Goddamn, he should have called somebody on the left for that.
I mean, that was the thing, though, Mike. Like, we were talking, I made a joke with you, which is half serious, that we should start going to lots of really predominantly
Yeah.
black events and lots of predominantly white events,
Yeah.
and then, like, write a book or do a stories or something
Just
like
rate them all like, all right, this is what we experienced here.
Well, because I've noticed something. I've been to a lot of things where I'm, like, one of the few or only white person there
Yeah.
in my life. It's not something I've just started doing.
Yeah.
But
You ain't just get on the bandwagon.
this ain't my first mostly black
This is my
event.
first black rodeo,
Right.
or white rodeo.
Right.
I've been to a
Right.
couple.
I've been doing that, yeah.
I mean,
I've been doing this, Sway. You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Oh, shit.
I've been doing this white black and red thing for a while, motherfucker.
I've been doing this
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, so some of my white people out there,
doing this more than you. I've been doing this more than you. I've been doing this more than you.
so anyway, like something I have noticed from, and it's an interesting hustle, don't get me wrong. I might have to start taking this and doing it at white events.
Yeah.
But like, there is always something going on with a camera, and you could give a motherfucker money to go take a picture of yourself in front of something.
Oh,
at this
yeah, yeah,
event.
yeah,
You get like
yeah.
a card or whatever. They email the shit to you. I don't know. I
They
don't know
had
what
that there?
they had that there.
They were printing them out,
There
I
was-
think, too.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. They had a green screen.
The green screen, all that shit.
And-
Because they do it at the clubs. Like when you went to the clubs, it was something back in the day. They just had the backdrop.
I was at a
Girls
place-
about that popping bombs. Hey, girl.
I was at a rap event 20 years ago in Maryland, and there was a bottle of Moet as tall as you are,
Yeah.
and
Everyone
motherfuckers
was taking
paying
pictures
somebody
with it.
money to take a picture of the bottle of Moet,
Yep.
standing next to it.
Yep.
And this dude was taking pictures all night.
Uh huh.
So yeah, I ain't never seen that at a white event. Where
Nah.
everybody's white. but I've seen it
I
at
think
more
potato salad
places,
sitting there.
more
Yeah.
things than I can count. And I don't know. It's like, shut up about potato salad. We ain't going into that. Like that's just some dumb shit.
No, but I'm just
ain't
saying,
nobody
what-
seeing raisins and potato
No,
salad.
but
ain't
what I'm
nobody
just
seeing
saying
that.
is, what are you gonna take a picture at the white people event? Like,
No. You have to like. It's like here's the thing, because I was thinking about it, like in a NASCAR race, right?
you have
like
some Budweiser.
well, if we had a green screen, we would have options, and the options would be virtually every different driver's something. Like
Back, like pit.
you would have exactly.
pit
You'd have
area.
like a pit
Yeah,
area
yeah,
backdrop or something. We'd take a picture of you in front of as if you were there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like here's like a stack of tires in the pit stall, and there's the car or whatever, and here you are standing there with it all.
Yeah.
You know, without you actually being there, actually seeing it or touching it or
Yeah.
whatever. And who do you like? Clickety click, clickety click. All right, there's their setup.
Yeah.
You know, so it's totally applicable in a lot of ways to a lot of things, but I've never seen it at a white event.
Nah, I can say
Never seen it.
but I ain't been to many white events, so I can say the ones I've been to though, they
Yeah,
don't
you
do
haven't
that.
seen that. I've never
Yeah.
seen that at
Yeah.
anything.
And here's the thing with that part is that with the black race, we are a
Black race.
Look,
How about the black subsect of the human race?
Yeah. So look, check this out. We spend money for stupid shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Mike.
I'm telling you, it's true. It's a fact. It's a fact. You spend money on dumb shit.
And
You
we'll be
go-
right back. Thank you very much.
You go to a fucking event to take a picture to say, hey, I was at this fucking event.
I was there, or you gotta get
I
a
was
t-shirt,
there.
or
Or
like
a
a
t-shirt
hat
or
or
some
some
shit like that,
that.
yeah.
Well, and like the cheapest, dumbest shit. Like these people had like the Weedham ones.
Yeah,
hats,
I seen you go over there and take a look at
$30
shit.
hats, like mesh back $30 snapback hats with like an airbrush motherfucker bullshit on there talking about we them boys. Fuck you. Like if it ain't $30,
But see,
I ain't gonna blank one of these for $30 fucking
I haven't
dollars.
seen people do the whole picture thing like that with the green screen. I haven't seen that done in a long time. Like we go to the cannabis festival, you got motherfuckers.
It ain't like that. That's
It's
white
not like
people,
that.
dog.
No,
There's
cannabis
too many
festival
white
is a
people
mixture
at the
of
cannabis
everybody.
festival. But there's
But-
too many white people.
Nah, I don't think it's
It
that.
ain't enough black
Nah,
people.
they want the ratchet people. The ratchet people want on them photos.
That's what that is. That's
There's not enough
exactly what
ratchet
it is.
motherfuckers at the
Look, there was
at the
two ratchet
concert.
motherfuckers that was down the bottom. I said, yo, Mace, there you go. There they
There was
are.
a bunch of
right there.
ratchet motherfuckers at that motherfucker,
the
bro.
bitch
That's what-
that
that was
fell
the
down
best
the
part of the whole
stairs.
thing.
Matter of fact, the bitch that fell down the stairs.
Oh, man.
She was another highlight for me.
Yeah, I wish I'd have seen that.
'Cause I felt it in my feet, yo.
I'd have laughed a bit. I'd have stood up and been like, now that's the funniest shit I've seen all fucking night.
Cause she was walking down y'all's side.
Thanks for making
and
me
then she
laugh.
goes, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo," and I felt that shit in my foot, and I looked over, like, holy shit, the bitch just fell, yo.
You looked 12 seats to your left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was 10 or 12 seats between us and that row.
Yeah,
There
and
were 3 seats between us
felt
and the row that we was
the
closer to.
vibration of her hitting the fucking steps, I'm like, damn, she hit them
You see,
She's a
motherfuckers.
big girl.
You saw how thick the seats were, though, bro. I mean,
I
you know
felt
what
it in my feet, is what
Well,
I'm
the
saying.
concrete can't be much more thicker. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
that building's got to be, what,
Oh, it's been there for 35
30,
years at
40 fucking
least.
years old? You know what I'm screaming?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And then I felt bad for her because she had to walk up the other side where we was at. Like you fell down this one just to
Yeah, it was clear.
Yeah.
Just to walk all around in front of us while we laugh at your big ass.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the fuck we did.
Yeah, it was quite an event, but I was definitely very disappointed in the monetary expense
Oh, it was even
for
funnier.
the amount of comedy that was received.
When we went outside and fucking my brother-in-law, he was like, "Yeah, I bet you all these goddamn bitches out here that thought they was coming here looking cute. I bet you they feel like shit now when that wind hit them. Boy, that bitch was like, oh shit, oh goddamn.
I was like,
yeah, you
that,
stupid
and I had
bitch."
clothes on.
I was like, this is why I brought my jacket, and I threw my fucking black jacket on. It was fine.
But I'm like, yo, you dumbass hoes, you should have known this shit. You gonna come out with your titties out, ass hanging out, and it's gonna be cold. As soon as you walked out the door, that wind hit your ass.
Here's the
stupid
thing,
ass.
though, man. I like women, right? And women can look good whether they're scantily clad or they have something that's warm on too. Like you can look cute
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah,
something
yeah.
nice on that's gonna keep you warm. Like
nah.
it ain't got like that when the wind blows, it's not gonna actually hit your coochie lips. Like I seen the bitch walking with the skirt on that. Like I mean, if I'd watched her more, I'm sure I'd have seen booty
Like, you
hole.
could have seen Vaz.
Yeah.
Booty hole, dog. Like, I mean, we're talking like that shit was riding on the butt. Like, riding on the butt. And I was like, I mean, she built kind of like I like. I could watch this bitch for a minute. Like, she good enough. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind watching this, but I'm cold. I'm going home. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to highlight this bitch with her 4 friends or some shit like,
Yep.
you know, in the middle of the fucking like.
Yeah,
the
you
only
went
thing
straight.
I liked
We
was
went
Lil
left.
Duval.
I'm like, there's motherfucker right here. I'm like, he'll find it.
Oh yeah, I knew where I was going. I was walking around the people.
Yeah.
I went and got on the grass and walked through the grass and shit. And
Yeah,
I got to the
left. I was stayed away from all the
Yeah.
motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I go to the most open spot
yeah. That's what I was doing.
possible.
I was finding open space, and then you know.
Oh, shout out to the dude that gave us a lighter. Me, my brother-in-law, kid, we was all out there waiting on everybody to come out from using the bathroom. We had Jacks, right? We're like, oh shit, my brother-in-law didn't have his lighter. Kid didn't have her lighter, so this brother comes out. He's like, yo, man, can I get a cigarette from you? And bro was like, yeah, here you go. I said, hold on, man. Do you have a lighter? He was like, yeah. He started doing the fucking DC Young Fly shit. He's like, oh, goddamn, I ain't got my lighter on me. So he gives my brother-in-law $1 for the cigarette. Disappears. We sitting there, we still chilling with the cigarette. This motherfucker came back with a fucking lighter, yo. He said, hey, y'all, I saw y'all still standing here. I was like, y'all looked out for me. Here you go. Nigga, what? Yo, my man, good look, Brazer, man. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging, man. Y'all looked out for me. I'm looking out for y'all, man. I see y'all still here with no fucking lighter, man. I got y'all. Here you go. And so my brother was like, well, here, man, take your $1 back. He was like, nah, Slim, you got that, man. You got that, Slim. I'm like, here, DC cat.
Everybody on that slim shit.
Yeah,
Well, see, that's a DC thing. That's how I knew. Like when the dude that was behind us on the other end, he said, what did he say? When he said Baltimore, I was like, oh, he from up there. That's where he from. And then when the other dude said Slim,
Like when they
all
say
right.
two.
Yeah, you know where they from by the language they using. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, I got it.
It's usually just a couple of words.
And that's all it is. You're like,
Couple
all
of
right, I
words.
pinpoint where
Okay.
you from. You know, it's like when fucking, I met this cat from New Orleans. He was like, man, you getting urines? And I was like, I know where you from. You from New Orleans. How you know? You say urines, and we say y'all. You know, up north they go you all.
Yens too.
That's Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Yep. But it was cool, man. Like after everything was, but getting out the parking lot, that was another fucking cluster fucking shit,
Dude.
We got out there pretty easy because I was deboing niggas. Because I was like, man, you ain't I've seen motherfuckers just deboing people. I'm like,
Well,
motherfuckers
did you
just
let
work
one
together.
motherfucker in, and that motherfucker let every motherfucker in front of us that he could have let in front of him.
Like, if
he let
you-
them all in.
The last fucking merge
We went
lane,
and hopped on the Patriot Circle and whipped it out to the other side of town.
we was on the back end. I ended up taking just the Braddock all the way to 28 because I had to take Kid and them back to their place. But
Oh, okay.
You know-
And then you went south on 28.
yeah, I was good. Once I got to the Braddock, man, shit
Dude,
was
yeah,
straight.
Braddock was probably pretty open.
Yeah, but fucking getting out of that fucking park, I'm looking at motherfuckers, and I'm like, where y'all going? If we all work together,
Oh, Mike.
this would work out
Come on now.
perfectly.
Come on now.
But, you know, motherfuckers couldn't do that shit, man. Yeah, motherfuckers, y'all, this one dude.
I mean, we couldn't even get a good deal on the comedy show.
Nah,
Bro.
they was leaving there did suck.
It wasn't even bad, man.
It wasn't too bad.
It took
It
20
really wasn't
minutes,
too
man.
bad.
It wasn't
It
fucking
Luckily,
bad.
everybody left when DC Young Fly left.
Yeah.
That probably
A
helped.
big crowd of
If that
people
was the
left
case, holy fuck, that would have
Yeah.
been ridiculous.
Hey, I don't know, man. I'm still shocked at how, it's funny, I didn't even pay attention to DC Young Fly, and I have a bad opinion of him because I was standing there eating my sandwich and there weren't many laughs.
there. Nah, it
were
started
not
off
many
good and
laughs.
then it went flat.
Like, I heard one laugh section, like, I heard, like, there was a decent little chuckle, you know, and I was like, oh, look at they laughing.
Yeah.
And then, like, I had some more of my sandwich.
And then it just
and then I
died.
finished my sandwich, and I was eating the rest of my fries, and I was like, and I ain't heard no more laughing. And then I heard some laughing, but that was it. And you know what I thought? I said, you know what? Black people and white people do sound the same when they be laughing.
yeah.
You know? Yep. If you just hear people laughing, there ain't no race to that.
Nah.
It's more humans doing things.
Yep.
Humans laughing. They do sound like humans laughing. I'll bet even in foreign languages, people laugh the same.
Oh, fuck yeah. Ain't no subtitles for laughter at all. You don't need a subtitle for laughter.
And there was not enough. There was not enough laughter in that motherfucking building.
Nah.
Like, there was too many boos, and they all went at T.I. Nobody else got booed.
That's the other thing. Like, yo,
Not anybody, because everybody else was decent.
everybody else made people laugh to a degree.
Everybody else at least had the intent. They felt like they were really intending to make you laugh, even if they were just stealing each other's jokes and telling the same jokes over and
Like
over.
the motherfucker when he stood up with that towel in his ass crack, shaking like bitch.
Twerking.
Yeah, he was like, man, where that slob gonna go? Now my asshole all greasy and I'm walking this way. And the towel in my ass.
Yeah, it was a lot of immature ass, fucking stupid ass jokes.
It was Chico when he was like, man, I gotta ask y'all a question, man. Like, why white girls when they fucking talk shit with their mom like, yeah, but then you got the black girl, and I'm like, yo, I can relate to that because I've been to both sides of that shit. I know what he's talking about. There's some fact to that what he's talking about.
I think there's clearly a dropping of inhibition with white girls when they're having sex. They let it all out. Like if you get one to where it's kind of like if you've seen me naked or you've had sex with me, like I walk around a bitch naked after that, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like white girl, once you've been inside her, she's just once you're having sex with her with any kind of regularity, she's gonna have that like while there's no if she's at all comfortable with herself, she's gonna let it go. And a lot of them, the only time they are comfortable with themselves is when they're having sex.
Yeah.
So like they let themselves go to most when they're having sex, and then they're the most pent up when they're not. I think there's like a level of like that's I think what interests me in the ratchet right now is that like you know that ratchet shit is honest. And everything else is pent up. Oh shit!
This fucker here.
Go shut the window. Well.
Yeah, look
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Jubu just showed up for the man's birthday. He gonna giggity goo later on.
Yeah, that's what's up. But ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I think we're gonna have to bring this episode of the Mason and French show to a close.
Oh yeah, we them ones. Look, I want to know. Matter of fact, when we drop this joint,
Hey,
I'm
you
put it
ain't
on
the ones.
Instagram. I want to see what y'all thoughts are in y'all city. I'm gonna put it out there. I want to know what the fuck y'all think.
Well, hey man,
Get at me.
push hard, man.
I am.
It's gonna be hard to find anybody that's got anything to say that's good about that shit, as far as I can tell.
Look, I've already seen some shit that Lil Duval done posted talking about fucking, some bitch was talking about T.I. shit, was like, oh, he's funny, y'all gotta give him a chance. Bitch, no, you was probably the one that was saying, yeah.
That ain't
you
true.
You was probably the only bitch that was in the corner going, yeah.
Yeah, that's not true. T.I. ain't funny.
Not at all.
T.I., you're not funny, you're not fucking
Not at
fun.
all.
You're not articulate,
Go
you're not
back to doing
well-spoken.
trap music and raising your kids.
Like, I mean, if you're gonna do it, at least, like, the first thing you need to work on is being heard. Like, talk into the microphone, articulate, enunciate. Like,
no, fuck that. You need to find your funny.
Well, he needs to
'Cause
go
you
do
ain't funny.
open mics
That's
and
what I'm
shit.
saying. He needs to
like
do little
anybody
circuits.
else. He
Little
needs to
circuits.
Get booed out of Applebee's real quick to realize he sucks.
He needs to go to Austin, Texas for like 6 weeks and fucking like get booed everywhere he goes for 6 fucking weeks.
Because if this was Apollo, oh man, Sandman would have tapped the fuck off of him off the stage.
Yeah.
He'd
So big up to Lil Duval. Fuck the rest of y'all, and thanks for the chicken sandwich, Eagle Bank Arena. Yeah, and I don't know. Have a great rest of your day. Look,
yeah.
Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
A little bit by a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the shit you're trying to get done, because that is how things get done. And don't forget, we love you. We love you very much. We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Go.